Yeah, so I did get to see the new Diablo gameplay, and I must say I am kind of already disappointed. This online all the time thing that they're pushing. They did the same thing with the third game, and as you can imagine, it was not the best idea ever. It was a hot mess. I can't tell you how many times going through playing Diablo 3 through the internet and being stuck with it's just a buggy mess. Is the only way to describe it. When you would get to Bastion's Keep, I mean, the frame rate would drop through the floor. And that wasn't the only time that the game would bug out, right? So, kind of figured, like, honestly, taking it off the internet and putting it on console is what really saved Diablo 3. I believe that wholeheartedly because, I mean, the shady stuff they were doing with the auction house, this online all the time crap, it really put a damper on the experience. And then one day they took it offline and they put it on console, and it did. It saved the whole thing because they were smart enough to know that. So D4 is going to be on a console, but they're pushing the internet connection again. To what end? You know what I mean? Like, to what end are they pushing this internet connection? I don't know. I would say it's probably got to do with some shady stuff that they're going to try to throw into the game later on, right? And having it online means that they can, like, they can nerf stuff whenever they want to, and they can do whatever they want to whenever they want to. It's gonna be one of those deals. I'm still not totally convinced that Diablo Immortal and the crap involved in that game is not going to somehow rear its ugly head in the fourth game. I still have a feeling it's going to happen. Maybe not right away, but I feel like it's coming. At some point in time, there's going to be a pay-to-win feature that they're gonna slide in there, right? Like some slick nickel who's trying to slide pictures into some girl's DM. You know, Blizzard's gonna try to slide some pay to win into the game and be like, oh, well, you know, you don't have to partake in that, you know. It's just there if you want to, you know. It's just there if you want to get if you want to get a little more out of your experience, or just whatever they're gonna tell you, you know. I don't trust them a lick. But yeah, I'm already disappointed with the whole you have to be connected to the internet all the time. You know. They're trying this dance with the game being like a, you know, well, it's not really a live service game, right? I'm sure that's what they're saying, right? It's not really a live service game. It's just, it needs to be online all the time. Okay, sure. Yeah. Just like Outriders is an online all the time game. You guys, if you're not aware of this, I am not a big fan of live service games or games that have to be online all the time. Okay? Because here's how I measure. Here's how I measure my rights over a game. Okay? You spend, how much are they wanting? Like, they're wanting 70 to 100 and some odd dollars for Diablo 4, right? Okay, no matter how much money you're spending. Okay, you put the game in your console, or you download it onto your console. Now I want you to I want you to turn the internet off, or unplug the internet line into your console. Try to fire the game up. Does it still work? Okay, well, if it still works, then you have some property rights over that particular copy of the game that you just spent gobs money on. If it doesn't work, then you don't own that copy. Okay, I feel that way. That's why I don't play a whole lot of online all the time games. I play some, but I'm not a huge fan of them. I don't like investing a whole lot of money. Not at all. Diablo 4 is the first game in all the years I've been playing video games. Diablo 4 is the first game I am going to spend full retail price on, knowing full well that in its current state, it will be online all the time. That is usually something I will not do. But, you know, little mama she wants to play it, and I do kind of want to play it, and I'm hoping that Blizzard will eventually see their senses, and they will eventually take Diablo 4 offline and make that an option rather than the norm, right? Like they did for D3. They eventually, instead of making an online all the time game, they decided to go ahead and remove that as a standard, right? So I don't really know what to say. That's it doesn't fill me with a whole lot of confidence in what it is they're trying to do. I have a bad feeling. It's just really, really bad feeling. I don't know. Something else. I kind of popped back on here to Diablo real quick. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, the way that they're using lighting effects in the game. I guess it is true. Like D3 is also like that in the terms of like there's a lot of enemies there's a lot of enemies, and if you're getting dogpiled by 10, 20 different enemies, you can kind of lose sight of your character in that. So that's not really a complaint. I thought it might have been a complaint, but after coming on here for a few minutes and playing D3, I can see it's always just kind of been like that, right? Unless you're in co-op, and then you get these little circles that tell you like where the players are in the area. So that's not really a complaint. I can't say anything about that, but I can say one thing. Maybe not right away, but I have a feeling Blizzard's going to try they're going to try some shady stuff with Diablo 4. They want it online all the time, and that doesn't sound like it's to your benefit, and it certainly doesn't sound like it's to my benefit. That sounds like it's more for that sounds like it's more for Blizzard's benefit. And again, as I said, I think Diablo Immortal is going to rear its ugly head in D4. I honestly do. There's going to be some shady crap. I remember Diablo 3 when it first came out, and I remember the auction house and the crap and like the drama behind all that, and all it did was turn Diablo into a pay to play. Not even a pay to win, honey. It was a pay to play. Like, the loot drops were so grossly unsatisfying. And they balanced the game that way because they were hoping that you would go into the auction house and you would buy, I don't know, a new armor chest piece or something, just so that way they could take part in the economy that players had built out of Diablo 2. Yeah, they almost destroyed Diablo 3. I remember that, and I have complete confidence that Blizzard will. They can do it again. They can try and be like, "Oh, well, let's try it again. Only this time, um it'll be better this time. It's going to be better. We're going to figure out a really clever way of doing this right. That way we can maximize our profits." And um like back when Diablo 3 came out, people weren't ready for the model we were trying to introduce, right? That's what it was, right? Now they're going to try it again. They're going to try the crap that almost destroyed Diablo 3. They're going to do it. Guarantee you, baby. Dollars to donuts, my darling. Dollars to donuts. Yeah. They're riding high on the success of Diablo Immortal, and now they're going to go back and revisit the ideas they had for D3, and they're going to try it again in D4. Dollars to donuts, baby. Guarantee you. Maybe not right away. But if there is one thing you can trust in this world, my honeys, let mama drop you some real advice here, okay? Good or bad, you can always trust the greed of man, alright? So, I don't, I believe, I have a lot of faith in very few things. I have faith in my, I have faith in the power of my ancestors as spirits that help me through my life. And I have absolute faith in the corruption that is the greed of man, okay? The corruptive force of greed in mankind. I have absolute faith in that. So, yes, I will give it some time. And they're going to, like, once they get people addicted to the game loop of Diablo 4, once they get you snared in, then you're going to start seeing Diablo Immortal tactics and tactics from D3 like the microtransaction models that they were trying to sneak in there with D3 that became fully realized with the free mobile game, right? They're going to try and they're going to try to sneak that into D4. Yeah. At the very least, we're going to be dealing with bugs. We're going to be probably dealing with some nasty bugs day one launch. I'm not beta testing. Again, I'm not paying Blizzard to beta test their game for them. All right, I will buy a standard copy when it comes out. Me and Little Mom are going to buy the standard copy because I'm not giving Blizzard any more money than the bare minimum asking price. Because I think it's really important to look at what all you get with the standard experience. You know, I mean, I don't mind dropping $100 for Dead Island 2, partially because I'm getting, or $100 for, yeah, because I'm getting the Hella edition, because I'm a massive geek, right? But I know, I'm pretty sure, well, I'd have to Google it to make sure, but I want to say I'm pretty sure that I can put Dead Island 2 in my console and I can play it without an internet connection. You can't say that about D4. So, yeah, because I know that copy of the game it's mine, right? That still means something to me. But as far as paying, well, I'm not even. Why even bother getting a hard copy? I mean, I have a hard copy of D3, the Eternal Collection or Infernal Eternal Collection. But again, I can disconnect my internet and I can still play this just as I'm playing it right now. But yeah, so I might as well just buy a digital version of Diablo 4 because there's no point in having a hard copy to a game that doesn't work without an internet connection. All you have is like a really expensive coaster at that point, if there's no internet connection, right? So, but yeah, that's my personal take so far on the footage, the gameplay I've seen of D4, and knowing, like, again, I was there when D3 came out, and I remember the crap, and I was really hoping that they wouldn't. It started with an internet connection, guys, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Diablo 3 started with the idea, oh, you have to be online all the time to play this game. That's where it started, okay? I'm just saying, know the signs, my honeys. All right, anyway, that's all I got for now. You all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the flip side.